1 of 1 authentic neon Smoky Mountain small bore rally. That is coming up June 9th. I'm going to be there. A bunch of people are going to be there. It's down in Townsend, Tennessee. They have vendors, they have events, they have group rides, and they'll probably have more neon signs you can win. But that one's mine. Anything else you see on the internet that's blue, neon, fake. Anyways, you click this video because of the title, or I'm handsome, one or the other. Billet Hubs for the Honda Grom and the Honda Monkey. They work for 2014 and 2014 to 2020 Groms and 2018 to 2020 Monkeys. I don't know if this will fit on a 22 Grom or Monkey. I don't have one to test. That is up to you. I'm sure there's listed on the websites wherever they are. But this hub is a Gromfather's hub. This one eliminates your cush drive completely. When you take off your sprocket, this can come off and you'll see there's like rubber bushings or rubber cush. I don't even know what you call them. They're black. They're rubbery. They're kind of squishy. So when you crack the throttle, that kind of is like you can feel the slop in it. But switch hands, this camera's heavy even though it's my phone. But having this eliminated, when you crack the throttle, it's literally instant. It's hard to describe. It feels great, especially if you have a high horsepower bike. The bike it's going on, I'll turn it around, is a 4-valve 170. I built this one last year before the small bore rally and ran great. Now we're putting the hub on it. It's going to feel even better. There's a couple companies that make these. Like I said, this is Gromfather's. I think Mo Power Performance sells one. It doesn't eliminate the cush drive, but pretty much this is much stronger than the stock one. Obviously, it's billet. And then they make a replacement, whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called, but the red, they're much firmer, so it's pretty much the same thing as eliminating it completely, but there's a little give, so you don't break off the parts of your wheel. I'm going to mount the camera. I don't know if I can mount my phone on my tripod. I got to find the parts. Hopefully the sound is better and the quality is better, even though I'm looking over here. The camera's over here, just the way the camera is. But yeah, let's mount this and get going. Links in the description for parts, tools, and whatever else. First thing is grab your Ugga Dugga 19mm. Take off the bolt. You might need to use a 14 to hold the nut, or take off the nut. You might need the 14 to hold the bolt on the other side. We're just going to send it. Sent success. Remove the chain. Easy peasy. Roll this out. So this is stock sprocket, stock spacer, and if you just wiggle this off, this is your hub. There's a mess. As you can see the difference in the two. Like I said, this one eliminates the cush drive completely. These are the rubber. Take these out. Throw them to the side, burn them, breathe in the fumes. I don't care what you do. No, don't do that. On the stock assembly, a lot of people forget this. You need this spacer as I bang it out. It's already got plenty of lube in there, so we're going to put that back in there. And then basically, this slot goes over this. It actually is a little bit easy if you get some waterproof grease or whatever and lube it up a little bit. It will slide right on. That's it. Next is we're going to transfer the sprocket onto here. These are 12mm We're just going to use the Ugga Dugga machine and pop them off, throw it back on, and I'll let you know the torque specs once I look them up. I lied. They're 14 millimeter. Stock hub. Don't need that anymore. Damn, check out those Crocs, though. Sprocket on. Thread their sprocket nuts on. My cheat sheet says these are 32 foot-pounds. Alright, next thing is we're going to put the wheel back on. The most pain in the ass part is your stock adjusters. We're going to adjust these all the way out. Just how I do it. I just do this because it's so much easier to line the bolt up and everything at once. Like I said, you don't have to do it this way. You can try to put it back on without doing this, but if you want to change your stock adjusters, this beautiful PSD, it's a little rough because it's been on my bike for like 30,000 miles, but it makes chain adjusting so much easier. I will link these in the description. And just put this on your reverse the way you took it off. Make sure you get the washer that goes on, and then the nut. And the easiest way to adjust your stock chain is snug the nut up so the wheel can't move back and forth. And then tighten your adjusters, and then torque, as I knock you over, torque that. I believe rear is 44 foot-pounds. Now that that's snug, your adjuster nuts are 10 mil and 12 mil. You want the 12 mil up there. Your 10 mil in the back, that's just your lock nut. How I do it is start at the top, go half a turn, and count your lines here, and then adjust it on the other side. So this side is 3 lines here. So 3 on each side, looser than a stripper on a Friday night. So We're going to keep tightening it. So then we're going to go to this. So there's 2 lines. Repeat the other side. So the way I do chains is it barely hits the bottom of the chain guide, the little rubber. This one's pretty good to me. How people do it differently. Might be on the little loose side. We're just going to send it. Tighten our lock nuts. Not tighten them, but bring them down. So having this snug when you do your chain adjustments, when you're tightening this, sometimes if it's too loose, it will fall backwards. And I see all the time people on the pages, group pages on Facebook, who struggle changing or adjusting your chain. So I recommend snugging this so your axle doesn't move unless you're adjusting it. So then when you go to torque it down, it doesn't back away, and then you got to hammer or rubber mallet it back, and you know how I love hammers. And if you're on a rear stand, brace the bike, because when you're torquing this, it will lift up. Ignore the dirty chain, but that's the billet hub installed. Now my buddy can attempt to keep up with us swaps. Never gonna happen. But that is the end of this video on how to do this. Really simple. The hub upgrade it improves the quality of your ride, the snappiness. There's no like hesitation when you first crack the throttle. It's solid now. It's not like the stock one's cheap and it's gonna explode, but if you're looking to spend money in your Grom and you're running out of things to do, that upgrade is highly worth it. Like I said, I run it on my swap, and it feels amazing on the road. Yeah, I'll have all the parts and tools and everything I listed or mentioned in the video linked in the description. Torque specs. I'll have the small bore rally group in the description as well. June 9th. I think it's June 9th to June 12th of this year, obviously. There's going to be a bunch of people down there, vendors, me, and a bunch of other guys. We just go down there and have a good time. We're down there for a couple days before or a couple days after. We don't know yet. But that's it. I needed to get this video out. I haven't had a video upload in a while. I'm still editing the one where we're doing the top end rebuild on the motor that we replaced the crank on. So this one will be out before then. And I hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing. I hit it like New Year's Eve at like noon. And my goal was to do it before New Year's. So we did it. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I never thought that this channel would hit 1,000 subscribers. That's crazy to me that 1,000 people are subbed to watch this. And yeah, all my vendors that support me will be linked in the description for the parts. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Ride safe, and I'll see you on the next video as I wave my hand around. Later.